Hello everyone, welcome. I hope you're all doing well. Bienvenidos, espero que todos estén muy bien. In this video, we are going to review a little and practice with Spanish direct object pronouns. So students, remember, review this topic in your textbook. There's also a grammar tutorial video that you can watch. If you're joining us from outside of the class, you can always just Google the topic and you'll find websites that talk about Spanish direct object pronouns. You can also find some really good YouTube videos. So first things first, what is a direct object? If you look it up or Google it, you'll get a definition that goes like this: a person or thing that receives the action of a transitive verb, or a noun that receives the action of the verb. A good concrete example is the verb to see. If I say I see, it can have one meaning, which means I understand. But if I'm talking about my vision, my sight, I'm using that and I'm looking at something, well, that something is going to be the direct object. For example, if I'm looking out a window and I see something and you're not facing the window, you're facing me, and as I'm looking out the window, I say, "Oh, wow, I see," and I'm pointing, and then if I just were to stop right there, you would be left wondering, well, what is it that you see? What do you see? Well, that thing that you see is the direct object. A person can also be the direct object. If you ask me the question, "Do you see John over there?" I can answer by saying, "Yes, I see John over there." There's a way to economize my answer without repeating the name John. I can use a direct object pronoun. So instead of saying, "I see John," I could say, "I see him." And that is what we call a direct object pronoun. So let's take a look at our Spanish direct object pronouns. Now, all of these refer to people. So for example, if you see me, in Spanish, that would be me. Or I could say, well, I see you, and this is the informal you. That would be the direct object pronoun te. I see him, lo. I see her, la. They see us, that would be nos in Spanish. We see them, that would be los. Or we see them, if it's just a group of females, we could say las. Or if you're in Spain and you're talking to a group of people that you know well, I see you, that would be os. So these are what we call the direct object pronouns, and these refer to people. There are also direct object pronouns that refer to things. For example, if I ask you, "Do you have the book?" you could say, "Yes, I have the book," el libro, or you could say in Spanish, "Yes, I have it." We can use lo. Any noun that's masculine, singular, that takes the article el will become lo as a direct object pronoun. Do you see the house, la casa? Yes, I see it. That would be la. Do you see the books, los libros? Yes, I see them. That would be los. Do you see the houses? Las. And las would be the direct object pronoun in this case. A quick question. Why do we use direct object pronouns? The answer, very simply, we use it to economize, to avoid having to repeat what has already been said. In this example, ¿Tienes el libro? Do you have the book? You can answer by saying, "Sí, tengo el libro," I have the book. But it's unnecessary to repeat the book in the answer, so we use a direct object pronoun to shorten the answer. So el libro will become lo. Instead of saying, "Yes, I have the book," in English we say, "Yes, I have it." It is our direct object pronoun. So it in Spanish, in the case of el libro, would be lo. And we say, "Sí, lo tengo." And you probably noticed that the direct object pronoun is before the conjugated verb. That's the rule in Spanish. You have to put it before the conjugated verb. In English, we put it after, but in Spanish, it's a different language with its own rules, and it goes before. So the answer, sí, lo tengo. Let's look at a Few more examples here with the verb ver, and we'll get to the practice, I promise. Se lo prometo. Okay, so the first one here, the first question, me ves? Do you see me? Do you see? Ves, me. Direct object pronoun. The answer, if it's yes, sí, te veo. You, I see, te veo. Veo a Juan, I see Juan. If I want to substitute something for Juan, make it simpler, I could say, lo veo, I see him. Veo a Juan, I see Juan. Lo veo, I see him. Veo a usted, I see you. Or I could say, lo veo, if the person you're addressing is masculine. If the person you're addressing is feminine, then you would say, la veo. Lo veo or la veo, I see you. Ella ve al profesor, she sees the professor. Ella lo ve, she sees him. Literally, she, him, sees. Different word order in Spanish. Vemos a María, we see María. La vemos, we see her. No vemos a Pedro, we don't see Pedro. No lo vemos, we do not him see, literally. Ellos nos ven, they see us. Ustedes nos ven, as a question, do you see us? Ustedes nos ven. No, no vemos a ustedes, we don't see you. No, no los vemos, we don't see you. No veo a vosotros, in Spain. No os veo, I don't see you. ¿Ves tú a María y a Marta? Do you see María and Marta? Sí, las veo. Remember the a personal. If you don't understand where this a is coming from, if the direct object is a person, we have to insert the a. So I do have a separate video over that. You can go to my channel homepage and you can find it there. It's also on the playlist for Spanish 101, Beginning Spanish. You'll find it there on the playlist as well. And now just a few examples with direct object pronouns that represent things. ¿Tienes el libro? Si tengo el libro, yes, I have the book. Or you could substitute lo for el libro. We've seen this example already. Si lo tengo. ¿Tienes la pluma? Do you have the pen? Si tengo la pluma, you can say. Or to economize, you can say si la tengo. I have it. La substituting for la pluma. ¿Tienes los documentos? Sí, tengo los documentos. Do you have the documents? Yes, I have the documents. Or to economize, sí, los tengo. I have them. ¿Tienes las llaves? Do you have the keys? Sí, tengo las llaves. Yes, I have the keys. Or to economize, sí, las tengo. Las substituting for las llaves. Okay, well, enough of examples. Let's practice. How would you say in Spanish, I see you? Do you remember? Using the verb ver, you have to conjugate it in the present tense. And remember, in Spanish, you would literally say, you, I see. That's Spanish word order, Spanish syntax. You, I see. Informal you. Como se dice, I see you. Yo te veo. Yo te veo. And of course, you know that the yo is not necessary. So you might just hear te veo. I see you. You see me. You see me. So I didn't specify. You could use any of the words for you. So here are your options. You see me. Usted me ve. Usted me ve. Or tú me ves. Ustedes me ven. Vosotros me veis. I see him. ¿Cómo se dice? I see him. Yo lo veo. Yo lo veo o simplemente lo veo. I see her. Yo la veo o simplemente la veo. La veo. She sees us. Ella ve nos. Y la sintaxis es ella nos ve. Ella nos ve. We see her. We see, vemos. Her, la. Nosotros la vemos. Nosotros la vemos. O simplemente la vemos. I see them. ¿Cómo se dice I see them? Hay dos posibilidades aquí, los o las. Yo los veo, yo las veo. Yo los veo, yo las veo. Now let's do a little bit of practice referring to things. Remember lo, la, los, and las. So lo and la meaning it, referring to a thing. Los and las meaning them, referring to things, plural. Yo veo el carro. How can I simplify this? What can I substitute for el carro? ¿Cómo se dice I see it? Yo lo veo. Lo aquí representa la palabra el carro. Yo lo veo. Yo veo la llave. Vamos a sustituir la llave o la por la llave. Yo la veo. La llave, la. Yo la veo. I see it. Yo veo los libros. I see the books. ¿Cómo se dice I see them? Yo los veo. Yo los veo. Los aquí representa los libros. Yo veo las llaves. Yo las veo. Las aquí representa las llaves. Bueno, es todo, estudiantes. Nos vemos en la próxima lección. So that's it. See you in the next lesson. I hope you feel you understand direct object pronouns better. Ciao.